Hello and welcome back to Thalric Plays Wizard of Legend randomizer runs. Welcome to episode number 3. I'm gonna stop announcing what episode it is in the future, I believe. But yeah, we are back. I failed on our second episode. I am a little bit more confident in today's random result, but let's go through things and we'll see how things are gonna go. So as a outfit, we got Vigor, increases max health and increases defense, so I've got 550 HP. As our relic, we've got the Augur of Poetry, which increases resistance to earth-based attacks. I tend to struggle against earth-based stuff, so I like that. As our basic arcana, we've got the Earth Knuckles, which is a 1-2 attack, basically. We've got the Wave Dash again. Next up, we've got the Lightning Aspect, which basically shocks enemies that are near me. And as our signature, we've got the Spiraling Typhoon, which sucks enemies in and then pushes them away, basically. And the other version looks like this. So, overall, looks fairly solid, I think. And we are gonna see what I can do with that. We are gonna pick up our 200 gold as per usual. Do I care which starting area we get? I don't, I think. Where did I die? I died on fire, so I'm gonna get fire first. Yeah. You always get the one you died against first, I believe, on the next run. And since I died to fire, that is what worked out. So last time, I had some issues with the ion spike that we got. This time around, the right click still doesn't deal direct damage, but it might still be useful. Our main issue is that our knuckles have knockback, so keeping everything in there and keeping them in shock range might be a bit of an issue, but our Q is supposedly going to help us there. Wow, really? I got intercepted out of that? That's not nice. But I think one of the big things here is I need to be aggressive with our main hits. Our main issue is going to be when they come in from the side as well as from the front, because then I will not be able to just defend against it. I know I've missed some enemies, but we'll see that I can get them in a bit. Ah, really? I fell. Can I actually hit this guy? Okay, we can with this one. Yep, already took way too much damage again. Which is gonna become a theme, I can assure you of that. But let's just, wow, really? Keep going and see where this is gonna be. I thought, hey, he did hit me with the first one, he's not gonna hit me with the second one, and then he hit me with the second slash, so yeah, what do I know apparently? Ooh, this. So this is basically the ideal outcome. Just have them all in front of me, shock them, kill them, move on. Repeat. I doubt it's always gonna be that way. I mean, case in point, my HP. But let's see. I might go for the shiny upgrade there by the tailor. Possibly. Mostly, it's gonna cost us early, but right now I do have the gold to just buy a healing potion. And it's gonna increase our max HP, which is useful, and it's also gonna increase our defense, which is more useful, I'd say. Or at least the one that the part of that deal that I'm more interested in, because overall, right now we can regenerate the damage that we are getting out of that, thanks to a healing potion. But we can also, it's also not the no, the tailor's down there. Whoops, I'm just confused. Earth Stomp Agent could be good. I like the enhanced Thunder drop as well, though, but that means probably no healing or no tailor. But we're gonna get that, so Thunder drop. Bolt into the sky before crashing down on a bolt of lightning to shock all foes in the area and create a secondary aftershock. So that looks like this, with the secondary aftershock. Pretty good thing. And it also, since it lifts us up into the air, it allows us to move around, it makes us immune for a moment, all that stuff, which is part of the reason I bought it. Also allows us to get a nice entry there and surprise these guys. Just cover the gap by leaping, basically. So I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna go for this one. Depends on what else we're gonna get after all now, because I prioritized the enhanced arcana over our defense upgrade. We're just gonna keep exploring, see how much gold I get, and how much money we're gonna get out of the boss and all that stuff. So as you can see, the entry works out pretty well. I'm gonna try to keep this guy from setting up his fire aura, because that just does the same as my lightning, just for fire. And it means I would have to stay away from him, because I don't have any way to counter that. We've got no long-range attacks or anything. This one is potentially dangerous, because I do not have a lot of area of effect stuff, but it worked out okay in this time. Yep, there they go. So now I'm gonna have to wait for that to run out, or I wanna wait for that to run out. And there we go. See, I'm getting used to this a little bit more, I feel like. But you can see that it's still a bit different from what we had in our first run. I think my main issue is that I do not have my favorite basic arcana, which is so good. It's so good that you do not have to worry about, as much at least, on the basic version of that, that you're going to get hit from the side or the back, because it covers it as well, where most arcanas are just front-faced. And that makes it a bit harder overall. Ooh, I like the Merchant's card. That one basically gives you damage for every relic you own. So right now it wouldn't give us a bunch, but the further we get, the more we would get out of that, which I like. But let's fight the boss for now, see what we're gonna get in the first place. So we get the Strafe Archer, which should allow us to get a kill without taking damage whatsoever. So I might not have to buy healing here, I think. Yeah, okay, this is the main issue. You can't really use that one if you're in melee. Oh, I took damage. Really? Because you're just gonna jump over it. So back off a bit, jump back in. Better. So I took some damage, but not too much. Ooh, Armor of Greed is gold. Grants a significant boost in armor. Lose gold every time you... Oh no, it's the cursed item. I forgot about it. Yeah, whoops. So our defense is much higher, but every time I'm hit, I lose damage. So let's get used to not having gold. So we are gonna do this after all, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Tailor. We're gonna go up our defense even further. Basically, yes. We're also gonna lose stuff. As you can see, usually we would gain 50 HP because it increases the efficiency by 50%. We get 75. So I'm not sure this is the right approach. Maybe I should have gone for damage over defense, but I think it's okay. So I didn't notice that it was the cursed item. I might not have picked it otherwise, but I probably still would have. Honestly, just thinking about it, and if it's just because I didn't really know again, I didn't remember what it did again. But yeah, that one's. I think the defense bonus is good, but not being or if we get hit, we lose gold. Seems bad right now for us since I'm getting hit way too much. It's kind of a nonsense item in some areas since it only helps us if we get hit, but it also penalizes getting hit. So you can see probably, oh boy, yep, where my issues lie. And I can't really afford to take a look at how much gold we lose if we get hit. I assume it's also based on the amount of damage we take, and not necessarily just a flat amount. So I don't know. I'm really gonna have to, oh boy, no, you're not, that's not okay. Ooh, I like this. But I do not like the fire guy. Once again, I hate the fire archer mostly because the shot is very wide, so it's 3 shots instead of 1. So it's a bunch harder to evade. I'd love the upgraded basic arcana if we can swing that. I need 5 more gold right now for that. Okay, let me think about this. How do we get this? Nope, that was very wrong. Okay, that actually does work. We cannot get him with that. Because I assumed I was gonna fall there. Unfortunately, and so I tried to go back off and don't fall, which just led me to still fall in, unfortunately. So I misjudged the distance there a bit. Let's go back. We need 5 more gold once again because me falling into a pit led to us losing gold. But once we get there, I think I'm just gonna buy the upgraded basic arcana, since it is really useful. I know that one and I kind of like it. It changes the rhythm of the basic arcana again as well, which is something to get used to, and I put myself under the threshold again. Really? Could we just stop with that nonsense, please? That's the main issue with that Armor of Greed. Which is why I said we can probably say goodbye to that. Ooh, golden armor of envy. Wait, this is the volatile gemstone. This is the outer shell to the perfect time crystal thing. I forgot what this one does on its own. I think I might pick it up just to take a look. The signature charge rate and decay are increased dramatically, but charge signature damage is reduced. So we charge up this faster, our signature. It decays faster as well, though. Oh boy, please stay away from them. Push them away. There we go. But while in combat, we charge it faster, so we might activate it faster if we are aggressive in our choices. So right now, I am going to pick up the basic arcana real quick because we've got the gold for it. Oh, yeah. I need to go all the way up there for that. Sorry about that. I haven't found the boss room yet, so we can't teleport. But that's okay. I think also going over to the right side might have been faster. It's fine. We're going to go that on the way back because we do need to walk back. So, the enhanced version of this. Become a single hit arcana with an even bigger fist. So now it looks like this, basically. So, it's kind of huge. Also gives us a big increase in range. So, hitting the Lancers especially is going to become easier for us. Or should become easier, I should say. But I think it also might control itself a little bit slower. At least it feels like this very regularly. Wow, he hit me there, really. Please die. Thank you very much. So, I'd like to get enough gold again to heal once, although we might not get the chance. Alternatively, no. If we can get the Flak Gauntlets, that would be awesome, because Flak Gauntlets allow you to, I think, destroy enemy projectiles, it was, with your basic Arcana hits. So if somebody shoots at me, I just need to hit it to destroy it. Which right now seems like a very good thing for us. But yeah, this is looking okay-ish. Oh boy. Ooh, the explosion didn't hit me. I'm happy about that. And I do like the Spiraling Typhoon enhanced version. Since it surrounds us completely, we are completely safe. For the most part, at least. Okay, missed one little nook. I don't think there are any enemies there, but I'm gonna go check regardless. There might still be some gold to be had overall if we get lucky. No. Okay, bummer. So I don't think we're going to get the Flak Gauntlets. We are most likely not going to get the heal either. But as long as I don't screw up against the first real boss, we should be fine. Fresh Knight is kinda meh, but it's still first floor, so his window for attacking him is still fairly large. But we missed that there, actually, so there is that. But we still got him. We did get hit, unfortunately. I've got 95 gold, so I cannot heal. I can also can't buy anything, since everything costs at least 100. As long as it's not a cheap item that's on sale, that would be 75, but I don't think there was one. So I've got 378, and I'm just gonna have to try and not take damage here and then heal on the next floor. So against her, I can't really hit her. I usually try to get an opening hit in. But we can't here this time. So we're just gonna evade that as much as possible. Whoop, I completely missed her there. I need to use the jump as a gap closer. Ideally, I believe. Oh, what? Oh, I missed one of her attacks, unfortunately. Yeah, that was exceptionally dumb. I got hit again. Yeah, I'm not doing a good job here at all right now, unfortunately. We missed with our signature. This time we hit with our signature better. I'm trying to force this too much. We need to back up a bit. Ow, ow, ow. I'm also still using these in the wrong order. 1, 2, 3. That's the one that I need to use first. See? This time it took me a moment to figure it out, but then we did at least. But our Arcana really charges up extremely fast. 2, 3. Still got that. Okay, so I took way too much damage again, but We made it work. Let's see what we get. Ooh. We get the stone shot enhanced as well, which is a ranged arcana in comparison to the earth knuckles. I think I might prefer those right now. Gives me a bit more control, allows me to stay further away, but it's counterproductive with our lightning aspect, but I'm not using that much anyways right now. Nah, we're sticking with the earth knuckles, I think. It's fine. I want to keep going with those. Let's see what the ice area is going to bring to us right now. And then, now also jumping around is going to be annoying. Speaking of jumping around, I can do that too. But see the Lancers, with our max range on the Earth Knuckles, we can definitely hit them before they hit us. Which is always a plus. Let's destroy that, get the healing right away. This lightning aspect. If I can get them all in a row, basically, things are looking pretty awesome, because then I can just hit them, because this is pretty wide as well, and top of the reach that we have there. Okay. If only I had picked up the stanza of fire once again, we could have gotten that. Dark Katana could be cool. That triples our crit chance with melee arcana, which right now I think this one is definitely melee arcana, but the Spiraling Typhoon might count as well, so we would get more criticals. We can't heal out of that because we don't have the sunglasses, unfortunately, but still, it's more damage, of course. But right now we should possibly prioritize healing. That one is a basic arcana, the Bouncing Blaze. Okay, but meh. Lion Shock Agent could be cool. The summoned guys, or the summoning arcanas, usually are pretty useful. But we'll have to wait and see if I can get enough money for those as well. So, just nuke one down after another. Just be slow and methodical if we need to be, basically. This doesn't deal a whole lot of damage, but it keeps them completely incapacitated during the effect of the spell. The enhanced version might be better. Well, no, there is no enhanced version, because of the signature. I'm confused. But you know what I mean. Oh, yeah. The ice guy, not that bad. He just goes for the line attack, or the ice road is what I was about to say. You saw the blue wide ice line that he was going to go for. Luckily we got him before he was able to use it. But let's see. I also need to use my wave dash better, because with the wave dash we can actually push enemies into one spot, and then we can finish them off there. Ooh, kind of close. Low. Boom. Yep. I hate the rooms with the explosion in the middle, especially if I can't get rid of it on my own. Oh, the explosion sounds bad. The explosive barrels. That's the right way to say that. See, I can use the correct words. And obviously we're seeing the enemies right now. I'm just trying to avoid them as much as possible for whatever reason. I do not really know why either, because it's not like it's gonna be helpful or anything. We do definitely need some healing, though. I can tell you that much. Oh boy. Jump. Trying to take these guys out. Keep the Lancer for last if need be, or until we have our signature. Going up. There we go. Got some more healing. So I've lost a lot of my confidence in this run right now. I think I'm not going to be able to win with this, but I mean, that's obviously entirely reliant on my ability to just not get a hit, which is not good enough. But I mean, we're evolving here. I'm still learning. I think I'm at least getting better at using my Arcana at the right moment now. At least I'm making better decisions in that area, which is helpful and will overall lead to me being better at the game. So our chances to win future runs are better. So this is obviously not a waste. We also don't want to count our chickens until they're hatched, so there might still be a good chance that I'm gonna win this one. You never know. All those. So I guess what the Spiraling Typhoon misses in damage alone, it just basically makes up for in utility, because it hits everything. So as long as I can hit multiple enemies with it at the same time, it's still gonna be very useful. Yeah. So there's a little gap up there. There should just be a shop up there, I believe. We haven't found all of those yet, so this should just be our... Ooh, yes, please. I think if we lose the jump, it's gonna be bad. But we lost the lightning aspect, so we might get the upgraded version back of it, though. So this is the first time we've seen that. So you see, you can possibly follow these if you can figure out the configuration, but I really didn't. So we got, unfortunately, we effectively lost an Arcana there. I'm gonna put this over here because of that. I kind of want to keep the basic wave dash though, or could this be good? The thing is, dash forward on a burst of air. Creates a shockwave that buffets foes in your path. I don't know. It's having the upgrade version is nice, but I think I like the wave front still more, so we're gonna keep that. So this was kind of a waste. That's the risk you run there. If you pick up the wrong Arcana, oh wow, what, really? That's not okay. Oh boy, I need to not take any further damage. Really, I ran into all of that. Yeah, this is horrible all of a sudden. Could I just please, I hate the burst mage. Please, nope. All of those big attacks. I will not have enough money to buy a healing potion at the end of this, which is bad, and I'm dead. So I do not even get to do that. Wow, really? Okay, that was not good. I feel so horrible. I hate the burst mage. I got so caught up there. He teleports in front of you, then shoots you, and if you do not evade at the right moment, and I was just focused on different things, we took way too much damage there. It was horrible. I feel so bad. You know what? I'm gonna just do another one right away with this run. The last episode was similarly long, but nope, I need to do this better now. I don't want to get into the habit of doing more than one run per video, but I think we're making an exception a little bit here right now because I kind of like the skills that we had going, and I just want to play them a bit more and see if I can be better with those now. Now that I understand them a teensy bit better. I don't think me losing the lightning aspect there is what caused us to lose, by the way. That was just my own stupidity and inability to evade the damage on the burst mage boss. It's really not good, but yeah, we'll see, So we're just gonna forget that the first run ever happened. What's 22 minutes into the run? No, this is a new episode, it's obviously. Nope. But we hope the explosion's gonna blow up the barrel. I don't want that, please. Just die. Okay, there's still a few of those floating guys alive over there. They don't really gain us anything, but they also don't have a lot of HP, so let's just... There we go. Nuke them, kill them, move on. Also, please don't take fire damage there. So now we do not have the armor anymore. Picking up the armor was probably also... I think that was my main issue. I don't think that armor, at least for my usual runs, is really worth it because I'm getting still hit too much, which means I just do not have any gold and I need to go to buy stuff. So that was kind of horrible. Oh, wow, really? Twice. Not okay. I need to be a little bit slower with picking up stuff and pay more attention to what it does again. Well, obviously we don't know necessarily before we pick up, but I've been playing the game a lot, so I should really know. But I think I've maybe picked up that cursed item once before. I also forgot to buy extra gold out of the Chaos Gems, so right now we only have 100 and something, which means we do not get the big head start that I usually like to get. And we're gonna have to wait and see how big of an issue this is. By the way, we can't open this up. You need the corresponding elements, so I would need a fire spell arcana right now to open up that chest, which we do not have. I'm gonna see if, hopefully we might be able to pick one up. Maybe we get lucky out of the boss and he's gonna drop one. If not, there might be an arcana shop that could sell something fiery. It doesn't though. We could buy the upgraded version of the lightning aspect, so it creates shocking pulses, which makes it a lot better, I feel. So that could be a good option. I'm gonna have to check the item shop again. And obviously there is still the option of buying health, but I think I'm gonna opt against that. And if I end up dying again, it is what it is, but I need to just learn to not rely on the healing as much and just be better overall, generally speaking. Oh, wow, really? I completely misused the Arcana there because I used it when I didn't have any reach, and then I expected it to do something that it obviously couldn't do, so I got hit. So yeah, that was not good. Good for that. That. Again, anything else? There should be something here. Oh, it's a pinata. Can we get it in time? Maybe. Maybe. But let's kill the boss first now, see if maybe he drops an Arcana that's gonna help us. Get the Fleet Lancer. That one is very nice of the game, even though I did end up hitting... I did end up getting hit there. That's the way you say that. The hitting was... Wow, really? Could I just... I think I'm really... Talking is screwing me, or screwing myself. I'm paying too much attention to what I'm trying to say here and fixing my sentences, so I am not evading diligently enough. See, diligently, it's a hard word. I had to pause there for a moment to figure out what to say. See, we actually get an extra Arcana. We get the Arc Sphere. Another Lightning Arcana. Seems pretty solid, though. Still, the question remains, what do we get? I think I might have to buy the healing after all. So we could get a Sprite, which is good. The Assassin Blade increases crit chance and damage or something like that. I'm not quite sure. This increases water damage. I'm gonna get the healing. We are going to get the lightning aspect upgraded. So, okay, so yeah, that's the pulses. And then we're gonna try and get the pinata. I'm gonna wait for it to go in a corner like so. Yeah, this should be doable. I just need to start up the lightning aspect first. Let's wait for it to go there, and there we go. So, pop goes the pinata. What do we get? We get the toxic bolas in upgraded as well. So the herb bolas made of toxic vines to entangle and poison foes. Bolas no longer stop upon hitting a foe, so we can penetrate foes, we can poison them and entangle them. Really good, I think. This might be an extremely valuable pickup, and we already have 6 Arcana now, obviously, since we picked up 2 on this floor alone. That might be all we need, so hopefully it's gonna be good. Let's see about this. Yeah. So once again, I need to remind myself that these don't actually travel, or this Arcana doesn't actually travel. It's just the bolas that we can use to maybe hit stuff unranged. But I think this what's it called again? The Arc Sphere seems pretty useful as well, especially in some areas like this. Oh, him left. We got lucky there. Didn't get hit by his stomp. I was off by a teensy bit. Let's, throw those out there. Because he can still shoot us while entangled. That's an important bit of information, I guess. But our damage is looking fairly solid. What do we get in our Arcana shop here? I know I'm missing out on using my signature Arcana leveled up right now, but that's okay. Evading Zephyr could be good. The Stone Shot, since it's enhanced as well, might be useful. So if we get the money, we might want to replace the Earth Knuckles this time around. But let's wait and see what else we get. It obviously depends a little bit on the other shops we get. There might be an important relic. I want to see a Surefire Rocket. We're going to get to what that one does once we cross that threshold, I guess. Well, no, we might actually want to talk about this now. So basically, the Surefire Rocket means it so that your signature charge does not decay any longer. Whoops, I think there. So you are always guaranteed to sooner or later, usually sooner rather than later, to get your signature Arcana empowered, which is pretty awesome, of course. And I'd like to get that as much as possible. That's one of the better Arcanas out there, definitely. There's also the Infinity Marble, which means if your signature Arcana is enhanced, it does not decay, because once your charge is full, it stops building up again. And you can stop that with the Infinity Marble, for example. Which is, it's not nearly as good because you need to build it up first, and usually if you build it up, you want to use it right away. The only exception, obviously, if you are transitioning a room while it ends up being charged. I think there's also Arcana that give you increased speed while it's empowered, so that's a combination that could work really well together. But I've never really had that before. See, now I am tempted, and I think we're going to do this, but we're most likely going to lose one of the enhanced Arcanas. I would be okay with using this one here, but we'll see. So we would like to donate one to get a relic. We lost the Toxic Bolus again, we got healing, and we got the Renewing Potion Vial. So regain a small amount of health when teleporting to the next area. So every time we start a new floor, we get health. Pretty useful. It's a nice passive healing effect that we get use out of. Also, I did not want to go down from there. We wanted to go down from here. And so, oh yeah, that's the... I keep forgetting about that. So you need to start a little bit further back here, and after that, it's pretty straightforward. This is small. It's the basic puzzle room that this game has, and then we can't open the chest. So yay! But you can't, if you do not have this solved, you cannot enter through here. Basically, the spikes are gonna come up, and you're gonna take damage. But I just didn't see that I didn't have the right elements to open up the chest once again. It's kind of a bummer that we got 2 elemental chests here already. Or did we get the first one on the first run? I don't remember. Also, what first run? Oh, we got a random relic drop. The Merchant's card. Increases damage based on number of relics in my inventory. So the more relics we have, the more damage we deal. Seems pretty useful, doesn't it? All depends on how many relics I can pick up, of course. But it should be fairly useful. Could I please just... kill you, thank you, without taking damage. I know that's already a moot point, but that's why I made it. Or that's why I said it, because we did take damage here. Don't remember what this does. Don't remember what this does. This increases earth damage. This gives me a chance to burn foes, I believe. So not horrible, but also not necessarily necessary. Yes, very good sentence. Also, Strafe Archer, once again, kinda nice to get. Because he's pretty easy. I mean, the later versions, the level 3 version of the Strafe Archer is a bit harder, but still, overall, one of the easier mini-bosses that you can get here. So let me think about this. We've got 246. We do not need healing. I might want to pick up the Armor of Resolution, but let me... take a look at other stuff first. You know what? I am gonna pick up this. And I should have picked up the Flame Cleaver so that we can open up the chest, but it's okay. Which also means we cannot buy anything here, but I think I'd rather have the Empowered Arcana and a little bit of range to what we do here as well. That is perfectly fine. We do not need healing, so we're gonna go kill ourselves our boss now. Or our first boss. It's Frost Queen Freya. 3 attacks, then we get our window to hit her. Let's go. 1, 2, and 3. That one used to get me a lot in the beginning, but it's so easy to evade once you really know what you're doing. You just have to wait for it, walk around it once, and it's all good. This one's also similarly easy to evade. This one's too. The only really hard ones is... Well, oops, I completely missed my window there. Okay, we saved it, it's fine. Damage-wise, we're looking pretty okay already, I feel like. This one's sometimes a bit tricky because you need to dash. This one's harder, but you also just need to stay away. Make sure you can walk around her a lot there. Or basically just walk around them, and then it's fairly straightforward. I could have possibly ended this quickly, just look at her HP, but no need, I guess. There we go. We didn't take damage. We got the kill. Let's see what we get Arcana-wise. We get an upgraded dash again, the Gust Burst, which is different from the one we previously saw. So dash forward with such force that enemies into the area are pulled into your wake, and creates a secondary burst on landing. So they get pulled in, and then they get pulled in again. I still like this one better, especially since we kind of want to keep them at range. This one screwed me a bunch already. You were gonna see that in the future, and well, not hopefully, but you're most likely gonna see what I mean with it screwed me over. Because sometimes it's just bad when you pull enemies into your wake, in behind you, when you try to dash away from them. So, yeah, nope. In some combinations, it actually is helpful. With the lightning aspect, it might have been okay, but I didn't really want to risk it right now, I think. So we're just gonna ignore that, even though it's an enhanced Arcana, which could be good. See, this is where I love having the spiraling type, the spiral, or just basically getting to attack enemies around us, because they were on the side of us and behind me, so I couldn't really do much there. Get that, get the healing right away. So these guys, by the way, those are spell shields, so if I hit them with a projectile-based spell, I believe, it's gonna get reflected, which is bad for us. Oh, yeah, I do not like... I think I like the Earth area, at least the Earth mage is the least, because I do not like the Earth ball that they're shooting you with. These guys are at least a teensy bit annoying because of the poison that they leave around, but... ah, well. That's a bit more evadable, especially since it gets thrown in an arc and not just straight. Oh, yep. This is where the game hides enemies from you, because it can. So that's why I pointed out, I think it was in the very first episode, that I kind of want to try to get rid of the vegetation when you get into these rooms early, because there are going to be enemies hidden behind them, at least sometimes. And this is still kind of perfect, because those were all basic melee enemies. There wasn't a Lancer in there either, and I'm still taking damage, which makes me feel bad. But I think you get my drift here. Oh. This was damage defense. Can I afford to? Right now we could afford to take the damage, and we also have the goal, but we do not know what relics we're going to get, so I'm going to wait. And right now we could still heal without hitting the cap easily, so I think we're going to be... I might take it for the defensive upgrade and the max HP upgrade as well, but let's wait for more information before we lock ourselves into that choice. And see, the wavefront can be pretty useful, since it just pushed everybody there. It interrupts them out of their attacks as well, which is helpful. Go up and to the right still, before we teleport back to the middle. That's definitely one of the most useful ones. So Cobalt Firestone, together with... oh, there's so much good stuff here. So the Pathfinder's Knapsack heals you for percentage of floor revealed, which is, I probably don't have to tell you, exceptional, or exceptionally good. Axe Stunner is also really nice. Yeah, this is a floor of choices. I'm not sure which one to go for yet. I think we're gonna skip the Tailor. There's too much other stuff. Also, the Cobalt Firestone means enemies taking fire damage when they're near us. With the lightning aspect, they get shocked when they're near us. And then there's also the special snowflake, or whatever it's called. There's the ice item, which basically creates an ice aura, I believe, around us, which can freeze enemies from time to time. So we would have a lot of effects that would just be passive while we exist, basically, and are around. And that is really good, and we could afford all of them as well. I still don't have a Fire Arcana, unfortunately, to do anything here, but with the Cobalt, that might actually work. I've never had that, and had a chest like this, I think. So the fire tick that it does might open up this. We can try. Let's fight the boss first, see if maybe he drops Fire Arcana, and the point is just moot, I guess. Oh boy. Could we just please interrupt you? Thank you. Oh, so much. I think the main issue is that the Grand Summoner alone, if you interrupt him early, since he's a spellcaster, he's not that bad. But him having his ads around is pretty annoying. So the enemies that he starts with. And since there are mages, it's tough to evade them. Okay, so no Arcana here. Which means we've got 438. So, oh, the Lotus Frostland, that's what it was called. So it's the counterpart to this one, basically. So as we can see now in this, we're gonna deal fire damage. So where was that? It was over there. So let's go check if we can open up the chest now with this. If not, I'm gonna have to think about this again. I'm gonna have to check our Arcana vendor again. So this is one shot. Wait, can I do this? Yeah, it works actually. Cool. So we got Rudra's Pinwheel, which increases air damage, which is our signature Arcana. Just for that it's useful. Obviously the Merchant's Wheel, Merchant's Card is gonna get affected by that as well. I really like this now. See, this is a much stronger setup for the run. We've got full HP. I kind of want to pick up the Max Stunner, but I think we want to focus on relics. And now the question is, do we go for the Lotus Froststone or do I go for the Pathfinder's Knapsack because that's going to allow us to heal? I want to go aggressive. Aggressive-ish. So summons an aura that freezes nearby enemies. So we see we've got the small aura with the Cobalt Firestone, we've got the bigger with the Frost, and then we've got this one, which is in between those two for our electricity. I really like this aura business basically going on. And I'm just confident right now in being able to regain health outside of the Pathfinder's Knapsack. That one would have been the defensive choice that guarantees us a win, I think. More or less. The good thing about the thing here is now also 2 of those I do not even have to activate. They just happen because enemies are in the vicinity of me. And that's just ridiculous. Especially against single target enemies later on. The Frost Aura is going to be good. See, this is the special Snowflake. Now I don't remember what the special Snowflake does, so I am kinda interested in picking that up. We might do that. But I think we also want Indra's Copper Pipe, because I believe that increases electricity damage, if I'm not wrong, and we are based on a decent chunk at least around electricity. So depending on what we pick up here, we are gonna change a bunch again. Let's see. Yeah. It used to deal 5 damage, I believe. Now it's 7. Yeah, it's 7. At least on non-crits. Something like that. Ooh. Okay. So this one was... the Horned Halo, I believe, was nice. We do not want the Armor of Greed. We've had that in the run before. And I did not like it that much, once again. I mean, right now, we could be okay. I might not need any more gold, necessarily. But we definitely want to buy more Arcana. We've still got a bunch, quite a ways to go, though. If only I could remember what the Horned Halo does. I think I had it in my warm-up run, and I already forgot it again, which is really bad. I need to really remember things. I need to get flashcards. Just learn them. I'm gonna study up on relics. I really should do that, by the way. It's only half in jest that I'm putting that out there. I definitely should do that, because, I mean, I need to know what my best choices are. I can't always buy them blind, because I halfway remember what they do. I mean, I remember some of the really good ones. We remember the Lodestone, the freezing stuff. I think those count as the better ones. Oh boy, yeah, this I need to be a bit careful about. If we do this, yeah, just get that to explode without me taking damage, and then I still take damage because that fell down via dashing diagonally. Ah well, it's still fine. That one wasn't too bad. There is going to be a fight once we enter this room. Hello. I also need to just activate the lightning aspect, not just jump into a room. We want enemies to get close to us so that I can hit them with that. But I think the change to the range Arcana also works. I'm not that good with the Earth Knuckles yet. I need to get better with them, but right now I just wanted to win. So, well, not a win, but I wanted an easier time of things. Once again, I need to draw the lightning aspect right away and not just when I think of it. We need to have that active when I enter the room to get the most effect out of it. Or the most out of its effect, or the biggest effect, something like that. I don't know. Okay, we haven't seen one shop yet. It's gonna be probably just over to the right from the middle. Yeah, so let's go back to our boss room. Check that out. See what it's going to be. It might be an Arcana shop. Seems fairly likely right now. Oh no, it's combat first. I think shocking is also just a strong ability, so if we get to shock them, which basically incapacitates them and makes them not do things, that obviously helps with us not taking damage. We would get the upgraded Arc Sphere here. What would that do? Sphere is larger and has a longer duration. The larger on top of everything is an interesting point. We get the Fleet Lancer again. Thank you so much. Let's interrupt him. For him, we definitely want to kill the Side Lancer first, though, here. A little ad. There we go. Oh, whoops, I was too slow. See, this is where I take unnecessary damage. Unfortunately. But, oh boy, could you die, please? Nope. See, I this time I realized my mistake and managed to evade in time. Let's take a peek at this again. I could buy... I think the jewelry box was really strong. Unfortunately, I forgot what it does. Wait, no. Jewelry box is a healing item again, which right now could be useful. Yeah, I think jewelry box heals you for chaos gems that you pick up, but it excludes the chaos gems you pick up out of council members. So this would allow us to heal, which is good. I think we might need that right now, yeah. Picking up chaos gems heals you for a small amount, excludes gems collected from council members. Exactly what I just said, yep. So we are gonna fight a council member now, so it's only gonna be useful for 2 more floors, but looking at our HP right now, I think it might be okay. Well, all things considering, it's looking better again. Yeah, and also we got the renewing potion vial out of donating the poison bolus at the beginning. I really would have liked the upgraded arc sphere, not gonna lie. That would have been pretty awesome. See, this is... Oh, yeah, I'd actually do that. That helped a lot. And let's go in for some incredible damage. That was really nice. 3, 4... Oh, he hit me, really? Go in there again. We even get the enhanced version, but I heard him going again, so we needed to go away. See, this is what I mean with... you can sometimes take damage. And here you just stand in a corner and then walk around them, ideally. Okay, we stunned him. We wait for them to despawn. And I backed off too early. We could have won there, unfortunately, but that's okay. We're just gonna... Oh. Booger. That was so dumb. I took way too much damage there. See, that's what I mean with... Because I got myself completely trapped in a corner there, which was dumb. I need to just stand in the middle and wait for them to spawn in, I think. A little more homing flares. I think they're just gonna home in on enemies on their own once we get there. It's unfortunately that we're now in the fire area, so fire spells won't really gain us anything additional. Instead of getting me damaged right away. Oh, this was a horrible start to this floor. So, good thing we can heal now. And we need to be aware that my Cobalt Firestone is going to explode those things. Wow. Yep, 3rd floor jitters. Oh boy. This is horrible. I might die now. What am I doing? We just need to not be stupid, please. Oh boy. Okay, I've got 48 HP left. Gotta say, that's on me. That was really, really bad. And we just need to find the shop right now. I need to buy some healing. Alternatively, we need to find a bunch of chaos gems that are gonna allow me to heal, because they do that now. And I'm almost dead. Nope, I'm not gonna die. That's not gonna happen. What are you, nuts? Yeah, they just find their armies. Wow, I'm so nervous. I can't really commit because they're all spaced out, so it's difficult to hit them without just exposing yourselves to an attack from the other one right away. Oh boy. Yeah, I think this one might be it if I'm not careful. The knockback right now is causing us some headaches. Oh, there's a fire guy. I need to stay away from him for now. This is not looking good right now. There's way too much going on and I'm dead. Crap. Okay. I feel bad about that one. Up until there, it looked good. I really should have gone for more. I screwed this up so much in the fire area so quickly. Not quite sure how I did that. But at least it was a much better run than the first one, and we made it to the 3rd area to begin with. So, yeah, as you can see, I am getting to the 3rd area regularly, at least, well, not regularly yet, but I can get there, and I assure you I can make it to the last boss again, but it's not quite as easy when you get the randomized runs, of course. But yeah, if you want to do that randomized run as well, link is in the description, and yeah, if you want to see me play more Wizard of Legend in the future, just stick around. So thank you very much for watching, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please leave a like and a comment, and see you guys soon. Bye bye!